Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time. It is tarot time with Cindy. Actually, we may not even use any tarot, so maybe it's oracle time with Cindy. I'm going to get into the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for all of you. This is a message that I'm asking for Spirit just to talk to you directly here. We're going to talk about 4 key points in this reading. We're going to ask Spirit what journey they have you on right now. What has the collective healed? Those coming to this reading, what have you healed? What healing work is still needed? And what is your strength right now? So we're going to do that with 2 different oracle decks. As I said, we're going to get started with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. All right. What journey Spirit has you on right now is thinking on your feet. So it's being open to plans changing. At times, it's also being open to new information coming to you at times where you may not expect it, but it's prudent for you to do something with that information, process it, or come to a decision. There could be quick decisions that are going on around you right now. I'm getting a little bit of an energy of life is speeding up with this card, so that could be a journey that some of you have going on right now. Others of you, there could be something that you need to, somebody could present you with some type of information. And I'm just seeing somebody like kind of pushing themselves away from their desk and standing up and taking a minute to think. Take a minute to think before you say something as well. I'm kind of feeling here too, like plans might be changing. Like y'all are on a journey right now where plans could be changing for you. And it's to think like this. It's also to be spontaneous and creative. Spontaneity and creativity, kind of combining those two, are really important as well. If you go into something right now with a bit of a plan and it doesn't feel like it's going well, if you've prepared a speech or something like that, and you're like, oh, I forgot the next thing to say, it's almost like take a breath, give yourself a second, and then just go into it. Just like really, it's almost a very strong intuitive energy as well that I'm getting with the fox also. Using your mind exceptionally well. Some of you, I see, he looks to me almost like he has little glasses on here with the outline around his eyes. Do a little bit of research and then go with it. You may not know everything going forward, but you know enough is also what I'm hearing here. You may not know everything, but you know enough. So be open to kind of going with the flow and seeing what happens. Interesting energy. What have y'all healed? Oh, co-create with Spirit. That's actually kind of cool because this feels like Spirit wants to sort of do that with you. Let's work together here. So I feel like you've also connected with your spirit guides in a way that is in your highest alignment with yourself and those around you. You're also kind of pointing yourself in the direction here where Spirit would like to grow and build something with you. Some of you may have also specifically tapped in to a guide or an angelic presence that wants to work with you and build something. Now, if you've healed this, some of you may have also actually completed the construction of something here that you started between you and the heavens. Some sort of calling, a foundation. Some of you may have already created a foundation for something that you're going to be building on more. Or maybe you've created, okay, that's interesting. I'm also getting this message here that some of you may have already created a foundation. And that was the step that Spirit wanted you to do. Spirit wanted you to create a foundation here, and you've done that. And maybe in terms of what have you healed, maybe things have been, I don't know, rubble around you. Or maybe there was actions that you needed to take to solidify things in your life correctly. And it's almost kind of like, right, with the combination of these 2 cards as well, it's almost like Spirit is kind of stepping in at this point. So you've also given Spirit space to step in as well. What healing work is still needed? It's interesting. Spirit has your back. So it's trusting this. So some of you may have also become a little bit self-reliant, overly self-reliant. And it's time to give the wheel to someone else now. And that is Spirit. It's also trusting that I want to say no harm will come to you. The healing that Spirit has your back here, you're protected. So recognizing that. So that's something that you still need to heal here, is recognizing that Spirit has stepped in. Perhaps you have, I don't know, moved energies and frequencies for yourself where it's invited angelic divine energies around you. And so because of that, darker, lower frequencies, anything. I want to say too, though, there's something about vulnerability, right? Like having someone's back. That's the place where they can't see. That's the area that we can't see. So it's trusting this. There is a sense of trust that comes in with this, that Spirit has your back, and to trust where Spirit is leading you. That's the healing to still work on here. Your strength right now is that sweet results await. Okay, it's interesting that you have Spirit has your back as energy that something that still needs to be worked on and healed. Because if I think about the sweet results await, and we really think about the function of a bee, all on its own, it's part of something bigger here, but it may not see that it's something bigger. It doesn't see what everyone else is doing in the background. It may not understand the context of the hive as a whole, and what it's doing right now is necessarily, it just knows it needs to do this. That's its instinct, that's what it's here to do, and that's what it can do. So there's something also of, somebody's been watching me the whole time I was preparing this reading, and now that I'm on camera and talking, he woke up and he's watching, and now he's playing with the curtains. Oh, I thought he was going to come and visit. No, he's not going to do that. I don't know what he's doing. He might. He's doing his own thing. He's thinking on his feet right now. That's Larry, the cat. Right? And so the bee is collecting all of this nectar and pollen, and over time, this is going to become honey. Like there's like sweet results await. There's something that you've done. So, okay. I'm also seeing this like we're going into winter. We're just a couple days away, actually, from the winter solstice as I'm recording this. And thinking about like all the bees, everyone will be quiet. They'll be sleeping and hibernating right now. But there's sweetness awaiting that. So some of you, it might even be a strength to recognize that you could be in a winter season. Trust that Spirit has your back here. The hive is protected. Your hive is protected. Your future is protected. And that there's really good things on the other side here for you. The underline is to trust the great mystery. Okay. So you've accomplished that. I want to say that if that's in an underline, you've accomplished that there's a great mystery ahead of you. Perhaps you've moved yourself out of an energy of expectation or even searching. Maybe you're living more in the moment at this time. But there's a trust here that still has to be established that God has your back. God has your back right now. It's really the thing that I want to say. If there's a direct message here from Spirit to you, which is what I call this new spread, is that God has your back, but you have to trust. That God has your back and that everything will be okay. And right, is to believe that sweet results await. So when you believe that there is sweetness in the future, it also prevents you from going into any lower frequencies. You don't have to know what this sweetness is. You may not even be trying to investigate what this sweetness in the future is, but it's there. Okay. So I'm going into one of my favorite little oracle decks is the little baby cherubs. The little baby cherubs. To ask again on a different level, what journey Spirit has you on right now? And what you've healed and what needs healing. What still needs healing. And your strength. So what journey does Spirit have you on right now? Spiritual gifts of seeing and feeling energy. Oh, I love that. Thinking on your feet. Oh, I'm seeing somebody here, too, with this card. I didn't necessarily anticipate that these cards would need to talk to each other, that it could just be a completely different way of getting another level of the answer here for you. But so I am seeing someone who's almost been through like a lot of trials and tribulations. And it's like it's time now. If you've studied yourself spiritually, even possibly been in a hermit mode, it's like just see how the winds change. The winds keep changing here. The winds are always changing. The cycles are always changing. Just step into it without anticipation That's the journey. And you will see and feel what is going on around you. I want to say this is also recognizing that Spirit has your back. There's some type of initiation energy that is coming through with this as well. Like it's like a little baby unicorn. And right, obviously a little baby cherub. But the baby unicorn, it's almost like the cherub, the little angel, is looking at this baby unicorn. Okay, now it's time to step forward. Some of you may be feeling like you're not quite prepared for something, or you're not quite ready to do something. You are. You're more than ready to do it. Just be open to seeing and feeling your way through it, and think on your feet, right? Because situations may not be what you expect them to be when you get there, but you will see your way and feel your way through it. So that's a very interesting journey. I want to say that Spirit, it's almost like Spirit is testing the throttle a little bit with you, right? Because you've healed this co-creation with Spirit. You can create with Spirit. You do trust in Spirit in terms of what you are making in your life. Now, but I'm getting this foundation, like there's something that you need to do, and Spirit wants to work with you on that. It's the throttle. You know what I'm saying? Like testing the throttle. Because can you see and feel your way through it? Can you see and feel your way through this? And if you can, Spirit's going to co-create with you. Spirit feels like you're ready. It's, do you feel ready? Is how I feel. So that's interesting. The direct message to you from Spirit is, do you feel ready? So co-creating with Spirit is what you've healed. No need to worry. All right, no need to worry. I'm really getting the impression here that you're maybe not necessarily, you've healed that. You're not worrying. You know that Spirit has good things for you in the future. That's your strength, is to believe in that. But the thing here that needs to be healed is that Spirit has your back. So maybe you've been through some difficulties here in parts of an initiation or an awakening process where it has felt like, I don't know, perhaps you've been attacked, or perhaps things have not unfolded as you would think that they would unfold. It's a very interesting, dichotomy in terms of you trust Spirit in this avenue, and yet, well, I'm not quite sure if I do over here. Which can, but life can be very, this and that are true. I mean, it's kind of how it comes across here. So what healing work is still needed is that Spirit has your back. I want to say too, like when the wind is behind the eagle, the bird, it's pushing them forward. So it's to recognize that perhaps Spirit is pushing you forward. The winds of change are because Spirit. Family, what healing work is needed? Spirit has your back. Family, what healing work is still needed? Something to do with family here? For some of you, there could be a separation between a parent and children, or a child. What healing work is still needed? Family. There's something here in your family that you need to heal. And Spirit's got your back on this. It could be something to do with the idea of the family unit as well. Whoa. Oh my God, why does this only happen in the collective readings? Where my third eye just does like this. Oh my gosh. The area of my third eye just does a crazy, like it just starts spasming. I never, ever get that any other time in my life or doing any other readings but the collectives. That's so crazy. It's almost like it's twinkling. Like it reminds me of how Samantha in Bewitched. It's almost like my third eye does like a twinkling there. There's something in the family here, something that's associated with family also that still needs to be healed. And you are protected in this. All right. So, what strength? What is your strength right now? Courage and strength. There you go. Courage and strength. It is recognizing. This is an adult unicorn. Oh, I feel like too, there's something going on here, right, with my third eye. And you have this unicorn energy in this reading. Oh, Spirit is really opening up your gifts right now. Your spirit family too. Okay, I really want to say that this might even have something to do with your spirit family. It could have something to do with a spiritual inheritance here. It could have something to do with a third eye chakra, or sixth chakra, your third eye. Think on your feet. Trust where you're being led. Go with this. Because you're really, like, you're going to go from, look at, you're going from this baby unicorn, and the sweet results that await are this adult unicorn. So, mastering your gifts, You're in the process of mastering spiritual gifts, I want to say. You're stepping into them right now. You're recognizing now, and I say, talk about what you see. And my third eye was just doing the little third eye quiver there in this reading. That spirit, that still needs to be healed. Still needs to be healed. And then you are going to open up, and whatever way you trust, right, with the courage and strength, your strength right now is knowing that you are strong enough, you are more than enough for whatever it is that Spirit has planned for you, for whatever your own goals are here, and that you will achieve these. The honey is just around the corner. See that? The honey is just around the corner. You are a wonderful person. Ask for help and everything will be okay. Wow, it's really beautiful. So I don't know. Well, you are a wonderful person. Maybe there's things that have happened and you're like, well, I doubt myself, or the way you've been treated possibly too has made you think that you're not a wonderful person. Yeah, there could be like certain relationships or situations that you have found yourself in and they haven't been great. So then you kind of reflect on that and you say, well, that must mean I'm not a good person. Well, why am I? Why was I in that situation? Just ask for help and then everything will be okay. So I think maybe you've even done that with the asking for help. Yeah, you've taken away some aspect of worry here in your life. You've healed that with Spirit. You're trusting that Spirit, that you can create with Spirit. And now Spirit wants you to think on your feet. Let's do this together. It's such a fascinating reading, no? I love the energy of it. So I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to use the Return of Spirit Oracle deck and the Archangel deck. And I'm going to ask, what is the energy that supports you right now? How can you support and be the most compassionate to yourself? And what is starting to blossom that you should keep pushing forward with? Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.